I want to start today by just giving you a little taste of what is performance learning. We are one of those universities who believe in what we say and do, and performance learning is part of our philosophy and ethos. So let me just start by showing you a little video about what is performance learning, okay?
The student-run venture experience is so unique to Millikin.
We're real life learning how to run a business.
It's like everybody's working together for the same goal.
You are accountable for keeping this business alive.
I'm Laura Ledford. I'm the Dean of the College of Fine Arts here at Millikin. And I've been here for a long time. I've been here about 27 years, but I've only been Dean since 2012. What the student-run ventures allow our students to do is to have the experience of running a business with real-world risks and rewards. Depending on what someone's role in one of those ventures is, they can go and find themselves being employed in that kind of role in the industry, or they can see the possibilities across the industry for other kinds of employment. So it really gives them a window onto the industry in a very hands-on kind of way. So when they walk in and apply for a job at a production company or something like that, they know they have the skills, they're confident, and they can demonstrate it.
I'm Sydney Doherty. I'm a senior graphic design major, and I have been a part of Blue Connection and also an artist displaying at Blue Connection. So I paint large-scale, like contemporary portraiture. So a lot of layering and a lot of kind of washes, and they're very dynamic, and it's really about the emotion. They're always very cropped in on the face, and it really explores the emotionality of humans and the emotionality of paint, and it's my way to kind of merge the two together. It's really kind of a complex layering of not only paint but also writings and emotions and feelings, and yeah, it's really exciting. I love doing it. I got involved in Blue Connection because it seemed like the perfect match for my two passions. I'm really involved in the arts and I'm really involved in entrepreneurship. So this was kind of the dream space for me to help, and I really flourished here because it was two of my favorite things to do. When I talk to people from other universities, or I'm at entrepreneurship or art conferences, I talk about the Blue Connection and people are fascinated by it. There's not really any other art schools that have a gallery that you get to work at. They'll be like, oh yeah, we have a student gallery too. I'm like, but did you run it? It's such an exciting experience that no other really universities are replicating in the same way. Whenever anyone asks me what performance learning is, I always use the Blue Connection as an example, because I think it's just it so defines what performance learning is, with the hands-on experience, with the students being in charge, with not only am I an artist and I'm stuck in the classroom only making art, I'm also an artist in the aspects that I get to sell my work. This is an all-encompassing way to learn.
My name is Cole Burdick and I'm a junior at Millikin. I'm a commercial music major and I'm the artistic director for the Arts Cafe. Arts Cafe is a student-run venture, and this class became a thing because the teacher, Dr. Martinelli, he thought that there was nowhere on campus that just had like a small like coffee shop like venue where you could have live music. We start by plotting like what do we want to do, what kind of event would we like, because it's all up to us. So Millikin's big thing is the performance learning, and with Arts Cafe, that's like exactly what this is Mark Tonelli sits there and he gives his announcements at the beginning of class, and sometimes he'll have announcements at the end of class, but he takes the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and everything else is completely up to us. There's been decisions we've made that we could have made better decisions, and he lets us make those decisions just to like figure out the waters here. So he's the way he runs this is he doesn't. We run this. They're very professional events, so we would love for the campus to come support us and check out our events.
My name is Nicole Dodoli, and I'm an arts technology major, and I'm a freshman here. I am a part of the internship of Millikin Creates. The social media base is named Millikin Creates, and the point of it is to show all the creative things that Millikin does within every department. I got involved with Millikin Creates because Jessa Wilcoxon, the supervisor, of it is one of my teachers, and she's my advisor because she's in charge of the whole arts technology program. And so she mentioned it in class, and she was talking about how it was an internship and everything that was involved in it, and it just excited me. And I knew I needed to have an internship, but at the same time, like, that sounded like something I would actually have fun with. So I was like, yeah, of course. Being involved in Millikin Creates has helped me be more aware of all those events that I didn't even know that I was missing out on, and promote them even more so to show people that, hey, you're missing out too, you need to go to this event too. And it's definitely made me feel a lot more aware of like the opportunities there are at Millikin, and like really made me happy to be a part of them.
My name is Andres Rivera. I am a senior music business major, and I'm part of 3 student-run ventures. I'm part of MIST, First Step Records, and Blue Brew. A student-run venture is basically performance learning at its peak. You are a part of a business that is centered around its students. We're kind of revamping the image that we want for First Step, and instead of becoming the traditional record label, it's kind of becoming more of a record label services deal where we are able to provide certain services for artists looking for some social media help, some help promoting. We're looking to kind of adopt that model, which is kind of the modern way that a record label would function. MIST is Music Industry Studies Tour, and basically the idea about this was to get students to do what they want in terms of a musical standpoint. If they want to tour and write music and constantly be performing shows, it's about giving them that experience to actually set that up. So that's something that not a lot of people really get to experience at the college level, so I'm really excited to be a part of that. It's constantly testing your creativity and ability to deal with any problems that you face in multiple different fashions. The goal of this is to make everything else look easy. Your skills are going to be put to the test as soon as you get in. A lot of these student-run ventures, there's not a lot of time for you to be taught these skills. It's a learning on the fly, it's an adaptation, it's you seeing a problem and pivoting. And that's really all you have to go on. So it kind of seems daunting when you put it in that kind of aspect, but that's why we have the groups that we have. Like, that's why we have the kind of safety nets that are put in place for people to feel like they are put in a position that they can succeed in. It's an awesome opportunity. I'm blessed to be in 3 of them at the same time. It's so much fun. It's a lot of fun. There's not like a way that I could have imagined senior year being like as busy as it is, but as rewarding as it is.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little bit of what Millikin is all about, and today I wanted to emphasize our fine arts school. Fine arts, we are recognized nationally and internationally. Our theater school, musical theater specifically, is number 10 in the nation. Our music school is probably in one of the top in the Midwest. And I just wanted to give you an idea of what performance learning is in just that school in fine arts. But the whole university is immersed in performance learning, meaning in any of your majors, you will have real life experience. You will have internships, and you will have to work into your major and programs about your major from day one. In the movie, you saw somebody who actually was a freshman and was already involved and working with something, and their professor. It is hands-on experience. And so I really wanted to start with that and give you an idea. This is our campus. We are about 75 acres campus. Everything is close by. You don't need to drive anywhere. You live on campus. And our location is, as you can see, this price is probably at a little higher now, or the flights are very, very scarce because of COVID. But we are right in the middle of the Illinois, about maybe 3 hours from Chicago, 2.5 from St. Louis, and about 2.5 to Indianapolis. It's a very, very good location. Brandon, if you are, Marco, if you're there, I have a question. How long I have for the presentation?
You have till 3 o'clock Eastern time.
So to mine. Okay, so we want to leave some time for questions at the end, okay? I'm going to make sure that that is probably one of the most important things for the presentation. Here is some of the pictures of Decatur and the Midwest, pictures of Chicago and Decatur. Very different cities. Don't think that you are going to be in a Chicago environment. We are at a very small college, 2,000 people, 2,000 students, a lot of more people than that. But at the same time is why your education can be so personalized and can do performance learning, because we have a ratio that goes about 1 to 11. I mean, 1 professor per 11 students. So it's pretty impressive. We have over 50 programs. I'm going to go there in a second. Let me move there. About 2,000 students. I will think 90 international students. This was last semester. 35, now we have 37 countries. So there's a lot of languages spoken around campus. That we're hoping that it stay even or increase by the fall. And it's nothing new to you that this semester was very hard to get students to come into the country. But with the new vaccines and the new hopes that we have for the next fall in August, we start in August here, that you will be able to get your visa and come and join us here at Millikin University. We are a private university, 4 colleges. I was just talking today only about the Fine Art College. We have athletics teams, and please listen to this careful. We do not have athletics or scholarship. We have a very good merit scholarship, and that is about $32,000 a year, depending on your level of academics. And that's for the 4 years that will last for your major. We have semester, fall, spring semesters, and we have some summer program classes in the summer and winter immersions. Okay, so here it says 10 to 1 student ratio, but I think it's more like 10 to 11 to 1. We are accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, and we are ranked 10 best regional by the US Midwest US report, okay? 90 plus student organization, and those students organization, one of the most active right now is our international student organization. International students are like a little community that run their own thing, and they are very active on campus. A lot of the students, as an international students, you are allowed to work on campus no more than 20 hours a week. And a lot of those students are working on campus, are getting to know everybody. We, at this time, we are, not all the students are going to classes on campus. Most classes are still online, and students are on campus, living on campus, but taking very few classes on campus. That is because of the situation with COVID-19. We're hoping that that will change pretty soon. So we have undergraduate programs, majors, minors, and academic certificates. I just got a call, and I want to clarify this. I just got a call about a couple of days ago about academic certificates. Somebody thought that they could come and just do a certificate, and it's not how it works. You have to be part of the of a major to do certificates. There are a ton of certificates. Just to give you an example, you can get a media marketing certificate, and you can be studying music, to just give you an example, okay? Also, we have graduate program. We have MBA and nursing. And in the nursing, it goes all the way to PhD. And in the English Language Center, we don't have ESL classes anymore. And it all came down because of the restriction for the students to travel to this country. So what we have is a transition program. And I'm going to stop a little bit in the transition program. The transition program is if you have, let's say, a TOEFL that is the IBT that is only 56, you can come to the transition program and take some English classes and maybe 1 or 2 in your major. That's what the transition program is. It's not just to come and study English. You have to have some English to come and do the transition program. The summer immersion English program is customized and usually is for students who are coming and they are already admitted, maybe in the transition of as exchange students with partner universities. So we have partners university all over the world. We have about 52 universities around the world where our student, Millikin student, and if you come to Millikin, you can do that too, can go and study abroad for a semester or a year. Some of these immersion classes are designed specifically for them. So if your English is almost there, but not quite, you will be able to use the summer immersion English program. Also, I have to be very honest, right now, all of that is up in the air. And again, we're hoping to go back to normal, what normal used to be as soon as possible. This is kind of a small, but if you are here at this conference, I mean, at this fair, you can go to my Millikin site, and right there, I have downloaded the international Viewbook. And in the international Viewbook, you can actually go and see all the programs at Millikin, okay? And I'm just showing it to you so you can see what it looks like. So the academic programs we have from, you know, accounting to theater. So arts administration, athletic training, just to give you some example, music, music business, music education, music performance, musical theater. All of that I really wanted to emphasize today, especially because I show you a movie about our performance learning. But I want to make sure that you understand the performance learning, and it's not just with theater or music or the arts. It's all over. It's the university ethos, okay? So that is really, really important that you understand that. And again, here we are with musical theater, science, theater, music, business. And that's what I meant by for example, in finance, I was reading this in the morning just to prepare for this presentation. And the performance learning initiatives, this is finance, this is not theater, this is not music, includes internship with companies in class project. The hallmark of performance learning for finance major at Millikin is participation in the real-time management of the Table investment portfolio. An investment fund currently valuable about $300,000. That means working with, and that's all about performance learning. It's actually, you know, hands-on experience. You are really working with your professors to really go and be prepared when you go to the real world. Now, everything between walking distance, I already told you that classes, faculty and facility are all accessible. We really, really, really believe in door open to students. So you will never be rejected from any place to come and talk to somebody. We have a health center on campus. That's really important to parents sometimes to know that that is something that we have. and it is a very safe campus. I want to knock on wood because this is something that we take pride on it. It's a very safe campus. Um, Admission criteria. This is something that I want to stop a little bit because what is this required by students when they apply to Millikin? Your academic transcript, they have to be official. 2 letters of recommendation. Statement of purpose is why you want to come to Millikin. What is that make you feel that you should come to Millikin? And it's, a writing and on your own words. Important that there is your own words. It's important that you can show us who you are. Um, you know, somebody can help you and write a wonderful piece, but it's not you. And you are the person who's going to arrive on campus. And some of those words might follow you. So it is really important that you do your own writing. A copy of your passport. That is the only proof that we know that you is you. You will not be admitted at Millikin if we don't have all this. Certificate of finance. Okay, so this is something also I want to stop a little bit for international students. This is so complicated to understand. What is certification of finance? A certificate of finance, whatever you want to call it. It is, in a way, how you prove that you can come to the United States and pay for your education. Because that's exactly what you're going to be asked at the embassy when you go for your interview to get your visa, okay? We send you an I-20. You have to make an appointment to the US Embassy and you have to get your F1 visa. That's your student visa. You need to prove that you have enough money to cover your first year of education at that point, okay? So let's say the university is $50,000 a year. I always tell students, just send me what you have right now. And then when we admit you and give you your merit scholarship. By the way, everybody gets a merit scholarship, everybody. It depends on how good you are in your academic, in your writing, and your letters of recommendation, and in your TOEFL or your IELTS or Duolingo, whatever English certification you're going to send us. The ACT and SAT is optional, so you don't have to have it. And for graduate students, you will have an interview. I see that it's missing here. You have to have also English proficiency. And here we go. So our direct admission, actually, we have leveled it with what the European Union requires. So the IELTS is 5.5, and that is on the bottom of B2. And a little bit of the B1 in the European Union. The TOEFL IBT is 69, PTE-A, that is for academic, is 52. Duolingo is 100. And then we go to the transition numbers that I already spoken about it, okay? Living on campus. Every time I travel, I used to travel a lot. Now we have been cooked, in our own world over here. When I show this to students, especially in China and Vietnam and in Japan, they always ask me the same thing. How many students go in the campus apartments? And I go like, only 4. They go, really? They think this is huge. They are really big apartments, only 4 students. But if you are a freshman, you will be in our residence hall that actually are not that bad either. There is only 2 students for a residence hall. If you would like to have your own private room, actually it will cost you more. But that is our housing. After your freshman year, when the sophomore year, you're moved to the campus apartments. And then if you want to take a campus tour, right there is the also, I think it is in one of our sites. A little bit of more about Millikin is our ratio of student success. How we measure student success is really is really something that I would like to emphasize, is our students getting a job after they graduate or going to grad school and getting a master's or in a PhD program or a doctor as an MD. That is 96%. That is huge. That is really, really one of our pride. We really take pride on that. And the rankings, they're really important, and I would love to brag about them. But at the same time, is to me even more than the ranking. Even though we are 10 in the nation in theater, we have national best college and universities. We always are really in the top, and in the Midwest, we always are 8 or 9 or 10. That is really, really amazing when we have other huge universities in this state. To me, the most important one is the student success. What the students tell us after they graduate, how they come back and said, I'm already working, I'm working on my field. I am going to grad school. I am really enjoying this after I graduate from Millikin. That is a 96%. That's amazing. That is really, really good. I think we will have some time for questions. That this is my contacts, and I will make sure that if you want to write to me, please or ask me right here. That is Millikin University. I don't know if we have any questions already, Marco. I am trying to look here.
Let me check.
Mm.
Someone asked, is aviation offered at this university?
No, we do not have aviation. And let me tell you, it is a very specific question. And we only have one university here on Illinois, and I think it's Lewis University. And I'm very happy to answer that it's not all universities have aviation.
And there's one more question. What about financial aid for international students?
Okay, so financial aid for international students is not given in any university. What we have, it is our merit scholarship. Financial aid includes money that is federal and state. International students are not allowed to get federal state money, but they do get, in our school, they get a huge merit scholarship that could go up to $32,000. So that will be my answer to that, okay? And I think that was it. I can read the question. Do we have something related to environment as I'm looking for a master? We do not have a master in environment. You will have to be in the biology department, and we do not have a master. We only have a MBA and nursing, okay? That will be, and the next question, how much are the fees for nursing? All fees are the same at the university. So if you are going to be a freshman in nursing, will be the same fees as any other student. We don't make difference at that time.
Okay. So that was all the questions. Do you want me to post the poll now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So that's going on. And then if any students have any other questions, please feel free to use the Q&A box or the chat box. And Carmen would be happy to answer those for you.
Okay, that's interesting.
Maybe Carmen, do you want to go over maybe this question and tell them what the right answer is?
Sure. Did you guys were not watching the movie, did you? Performance learning is hands-on your major. But I understand if you chose participate in an internship because that's what it is, hands-on. From the beginning, you are doing what your major is, what is going to be your real job when you go to the real world. So that is not bad. Between the two of them were pretty good, okay? Okay. Here's another question. Are scholarship given to international students? Yes. Like I said, we have the merit scholarship that is given to all international students, but also there are scholarships in fine arts after your audition, because in fine art you had to audition and send your portfolio for all their majors. You can have money from the fine art school and also from the merit scholarship. So yes, yes, they are. Okay, I don't think we have any more. No more questions? Okay, Marco, I think we're done.
Okay, do you want to wrap up?
Yep, that'll be fine.
Perfect. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining this presentation, and we look forward to seeing you on the platform. You can check out Carmen's booth at the Millikin University booth in the exhibit hall, and she's there to answer any questions you have as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Marco.
No worries.